When I first met Jason, he felt like the answer to every prayer I had ever whispered. Kind, charming, attentive. He made me feel like I was the only woman in the world. We met at a charity gala. He was standing across the room in a perfectly tailored navy suit, sipping whiskey and smiling like he already knew me. Our eyes locked. I smiled back. That night changed everything. The first sign should have been the way he talked about his ex. He called her crazy, said she tried to ruin his life. I believed him. I mean, why wouldn't I? 6 months later, we were married. I thought I was the luckiest woman alive, but on our honeymoon, everything changed. He got angry because I laughed at a joke the waiter made. Just a joke, nothing flirty. But Jason's eyes, they went cold. He didn't yell. He didn't scream. He just stared at me and said, "Don't embarrass me again." I thought maybe it was the stress, jet lag, something small, but it kept happening. Every time I spoke to someone, looked at my phone, wore something he didn't like, he'd punish me, not physically, but mentally. He'd give me the silent treatment for days, lock me out of the bedroom, make me question my own sanity. Then one night, I found a box in his office, a locked wooden box, and what I found inside changed everything. I realized Jason wasn't just controlling, he was dangerous, and I was his next victim. I knew I shouldn't have opened it, but I had to. The box was hidden beneath the floorboards in Jason's office, locked, heavy, and when I found the key taped under his drawer, something inside me said, "This is it." Inside, there were photos, dozens of them, women, different women, some smiling, some scared, some gone. Each photo had a name, a date, and a red X over their faces. I started shaking. My heart felt like it was about to explode. No X yet. That night, I didn't sleep. I hid the box under the bed and pretended everything was fine. I smiled at him, kissed him goodnight, but I couldn't stop thinking, was he stalking them? Were they alive? Was I next? I Googled 2 of the names. Nothing. No social media, no news, like they never existed. Then I searched the 3rd one, Emily Hargrove. She was reported missing 5 years ago. I heard the door creak. I quickly shut the laptop. Jason stood in the doorway, smiling, but not with his eyes. "What are you doing up so late?" he asked. I forced a smile and said, "Just checking emails?" He nodded. Then he said something that made my blood run cold. "You're not hiding anything from me, right?" That was the moment I realized. He knew. Somehow, he knew I opened the box. I wasn't safe anymore. I had to get out, but escaping Jason was going to be harder than I ever imagined. I didn't sleep at all that night. I lay there, next to the man I married, next to the monster, wondering how many women slept beside him before and never woke up again. By morning, I had a plan, a risky one, but it was the only way. Jason never let me go anywhere alone. So I told him I had a migraine and needed a walk. At the cafe, I used a stranger's phone and called a name I hadn't spoken in years. My brother, Lee. We hadn't talked since my wedding. Jason made sure of that. That night, Jason answered a call in the hallway. I heard only 2 words. "She knows." My blood froze. Was someone watching me? Listening? Was it a game to him? He walked into the room, calm as ever, kissed my forehead, then said, "Let's go away this weekend, somewhere remote, just the 2 of us." I smiled and nodded, but in my mind I was screaming. If I got in that car with him, I might never come back. He said he wanted a quiet weekend, just the two of us, somewhere private, peaceful, remote. He booked a cabin 3 hours out of town, surrounded by forest, no neighbors, no signal, and no escape. The place was beautiful on the outside, wood walls, fireplace, a lake behind it. But the moment I stepped inside, I felt it. That feeling in your chest when something's wrong, when your body knows before your brain does. Jason was different, too nice, too calm, like he was rehearsing a role, like he already knew how this weekend was going to end. While he was chopping wood, I looked around. No phone signal, no landline. The windows had locks. On the outside, the basement door was sealed shut with a padlock. In the back room, under a loose floorboard, I found it. A black notebook, names, sketches, notes like, "She won't scream this time. She cried for her mother." One of the names was Emily Hargrove. I stuffed the notebook in my pants just as he walked in. He smiled and asked, "Exploring already?" I lied. I said I was looking for towels. That night, the storm came. Thunder, rain, howling wind. I heard the door click. He had locked it from the outside. I was trapped in the middle of nowhere with a killer, and nobody knew where I was. The door was locked, windows sealed, no phone, no signal, just me, him, and that storm. I sat on the bed holding the notebook. My hands were shaking. Every word in it confirmed what I feared. Jason had done this before, and I was next. He called me for dinner. Calm voice, same smile. "Come eat, babe, I made your favorite." I walked downstairs slowly, every step heavier than the last. I forced a smile, ate a few bites, watched him closely. He kept staring at me like he was studying my face, measuring something. Then he said, "I know what you found." I froze. My fork hit the plate. He just smiled wider. He jumped across the table, but I was faster. I grabbed the wine bottle and smashed it on his arm. He screamed. I ran upstairs, locked the bedroom door, and blocked it with the dresser. I held the glass tight, hiding behind the curtain. He was coming. Footsteps, slow, calm. "I'm not mad," he whispered through the door. "I just don't want you to leave me like the others." The door shattered. He came at me. I swung the glass and stabbed him in the shoulder. He fell back, blood pouring, cursing me. I didn't wait. I ran. Through the broken door, down the stairs, into the woods, barefoot, cold, bleeding, but alive. Headlights! A car! I screamed and waved. It stopped. It was Liam. He held me and said, "You're safe now. You're safe." Jason survived. He's in prison now. But I still sleep with the lights on. Because monsters, they look like people. They hold your hand, kiss your forehead. And sometimes they say, "I love you,"